Greetings, fellow beings. Ho ho! It is a wonderful Thursday, a throwdown Thursday, in fact, over on Comics Division's channel later today. Also, after this show, or a little while after this show, you can catch me over on the H-Cast on Mr. H Reviews channel. You should check that out because I think we're going to have a lot of fun today. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to go see Indy. That's right, I'm going to see another movie so you don't have to. And believe it or not, I'm really starting to think I get to see all the movies you shouldn't go see. Oy. Anyway. Oh, revised opinion. No Hard Feelings is not quite as bad as I originally reviewed it. It's now a 6 out of 10. For what it's worth. On that note, let's say hi to each and every one of you. We've got Daniel Nolan. What's going on? Joining us as a member. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate the support, my friend. We got Captain Fandom Nerd here saying good morning. We got our good friend Liger Fan. There's Morgan King in the house. We got the Weatherman here. We've got Agent Atwood and Vince Womack over on Odysee, Admiral Teague on Rumble, and a few other folks joining us, well, everywhere else, like Twitter. Hi, Twitter. All right, who else popped in the door? Well, the lovely Elizabeth Young is here, making some coffee. Yes, coffee. Awesome One is here, says, Maybe I put more emphasis on that than he did. We've got a 12-inch Lando here. Well, that's good to know. We've got Vince Womack over here as well. Great to see you. Thank you for the support last night on Nina's stream. That stream was a barn burner. We went over 5 hours last night. I was up until the wee hours of the morning. So this coffee, needed. We got Mephisto's movie reviews here. There's the Red Ranger. I've been missing you. I hope you're doing well. I only know 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. All right, fair enough. SFX314 Sabertooth Raptors in the house, along with Low Spec Legs Laptop. The Bat Cap is here. It's great to see you. There's one of my favorite wrenches. Actually, all my wrenches are my favorites. But this is Darren Hughes. It's great to see you. I'm glad you're back, my friend. Josiah Robinson is here. Love that imagery. Let's see. Who else is here? Oh, Nearsighted Cyclops in the house. Yes. Good to see you. And, of course, Shrap 3D's here. Sup? Sounds like you solved a dilemma. I hope that's true. Pops is in the house. Great to see you, Pops. Hope you're doing well today. There's Randall Orser. We've got 11 Alpha in the house saying, good day, Al. Well, thank you. Good day to you. Fat Elvis is here saying, morning, Culture Club. Smashing the thumbs. Now, we've got a couple of super chats. We're going to get to those during bonus time today because we have a little time after the stream. So if you just hang on for the 11 or 12 minutes or so, we'll get to those super chats right away. We've got Black Saber in the house as well. Let's see who else is here. Let's see. We'll see who's here. Okay, we're gonna see who's here. I know we've got a lot of folks here today. With the Cosmic Squirrel is checking in from the cosmos. It's great to see you, my cosmic traveling friend. Let's see. Hi, Andrew 46 and 2. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Still love that avatar. The Mad Capper is here. Good to see you. Good to see you. There's Grim, otherwise known as Inferior. Over on Loki's channel, he's known as Grim. Final Monkey is joining us as well. And, of course, Rod Thunderheart. We've also got
Smilex. What's up, Smilex?
The Common Nerd is here. Good to see you, Jesse. Oh, Biggles Mets. I hope you're doing well, bud. Let's see. We got Atwood over here. Atwood's everywhere. We've got Darren H over on Rumble. We've got Release the McCracken over on Rumble. We've got so many folks. This is great. Hi, Twitter again. I wish I could chat with Twitter while we're live. Someday they'll figure that out. We got Maestro Chi. What's up, Maestro? There's also D Bud Martin. Yeah, wish me well for my indie viewing. Who else is here? Let's see. I know there's more folks because I see you. Isaj Melody is here. Awesome. People wishing me good luck on my visit to the tombstone of Indy 5. We've got our good friend and the very talented Mr. Andy Masterson. John Gibson is here. Good morning to you. James Villanueva pokes me. Well, poke to you. Or is it pokey? Because, that's kind of yummy. We've got Penny. Hi, Penny. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in the house. Come on. John Sapola's here. We got Photo in Jazz Good to see you. Oh, Photon in jazz. I always do that. Bonjour. Bonjour. Who else has rolled in the door? Aramis Rodriguez is here. Real early this time. Well, a minute or two. I apologize. I like going a little early. That way I can say hi to people like Max Relax. What's going on? Let's see. Who else? Barney Fife is here with his one bullet. Whoa, look at that. And Matt G. Matt G promotes everybody. And on that note, here we go. Man, last night was late. Cam's Crash Courses. Good to see you. Tyler! Smoke at least 2 J's before you watch that crap. Wow. All right. Fair enough. Your 12-minute, 6-minute daily brought to you by Psycho, where we're on time even when you're not. That's a great commercial. I'm going to steal that. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-minute daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. 17 stories in all, plus bonus time coming up right after we're done, which means we're not going anywhere. So don't touch that dial. Speaking of not touching a dial, SAG-AFTRA. That's the Screen Actors Guild and their associated parties. They're talking about an extension. That's right, an extension to their deal, which would move it to July 7th before they stop acting. Okay, so 1 more week. Fine. But I don't know if that's even going to happen. They're not exactly hitting well. The international acting guilds are troubled because they have to decide between actually working or not working. And there will be more jobs if the strike continues or if the strike initiates either for WGA or SAG-AFTRA or anything else. If the Screen Actors Guild goes on strike, there will be opportunities. Do you want to take advantage of them? We'll have to see how this works out internationally. I do know this. The letter that was being signed is well over 1,000 signatures now. It reached that number beyond 4:30 in the afternoon. Prior to that, only about 300 of the well-known actors had done so. I think everybody wants to take a hard line this time. I think they're probably in the best position to contribute to a labor change, which is what they're all aiming for. I'm not sure I agree with all their demands, and someday we'll definitely have to dive into that. Cineworld, however, is under reorganization officially. Looks like the confirmed plan is allowing for a former Pepsi executive to become part of the board. Eventually, the company will reemerge as something different. It'll be called NU, as in new, and with a different board entirely, and probably not this person as the chairman. We'll have to see where it goes from there. But here's a problem. With Cineworld having the problems they have, and you have terrible films like this one here, opening to $65 million despite over $295 million. So you need to add 10 million American dollars to this, but hey, I'm not going to quibble. And that's the numbers we know about. We won't know about the balance of the numbers until next year sometime. And things are not looking good for this film. And I'm going to go there along with maybe 8 other people that'll be in the theater based on the map that I've looked at for my showing. And you're not going to make money doing that, which is a bummer. But you're going to get to watch Liam Neeson recreate Speed in a car by himself. Well, I guess with kids. I'm really tired of them ripping off ideas from other things, but it is what it is. Driving around with a bomb in your car? Okay, Liam Neeson. I'm not sure anybody's going to go see this on August 25th. We'll see. Leslie Headland, the former personal assistant of Harvey Weinstein, longtime personal assistant of Harvey Weinstein, is now set to destroy another adaptation. It's called The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Of course, it's not going to be on major platforms. Oh, wait, it's going to be on Netflix, the biggest streamer of them all. I feel bad for, them. You've got Kayla Tausche exiting CNBC, the business-related entity to Comcast. She's pretty much a class act, a good White House correspondent. It's kind of a bummer to lose somebody that has the kind of depth that she has. She's on to new adventures, though. What those are, she did not disclose. My guess is she's going to take a little bit of a break and go work for somebody for a bigger paycheck. The Supreme Court has officially ruled that, affirmative action is racist. Took a while. It falls under the Equal Protections Clause of the Constitution. So in a 6-3 decision, that's a pretty decent majority decision. It's not like it was 5-4. You got two people on the right side of history here. You're not going to be allowed to rule against people based on race, as far as college admissions and many other things. So we'll see these kinds of things move forward quickly at state levels, and you're going to see a lot of lawsuits. DeSantis is actually going to try to delay the Disney trial till 2025 after the elections, which makes me rather suspicious of his motivations to begin with. Facebook content moderators in Kenya call the work torture. Yeah, I guess censoring people is kind of rough. You've got stock market in Asia going downward. I imagine that we'll see a very uneven market today on Wall Street. You've got a former Google executive entering the 2024 Senate race for Dianne Feinstein's seat, along with 12,000 other Democrats that are going to be running for this to try to get that powerful position. Poland has vowed not to bow to the EU pressures and migration rules. And they're basically saying we're not going to allow for any refugee relocation, and we're going to veto it, to be fair. And you know what? You can't blame them. Look at all the countries that have allowed for unfettered immigration. Big problems. The AP interview with the Olympic boss for the Paris Games says that they will be safe, and no resignations are planned around any corruption probes. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. BBC News is going to turn full propaganda, calling it transparency. We'll see how that works out. And finally, high art comes to body art. That's right. In the Rembrandt House Museum, they actually have now dedicated a room to getting high art tattoos on your bod. If that's your jam, that's cool. But there are some well-known artists that are here, and they do this for 1 week a year. I did not know that. But it's kind of cool, right? I mean, you know, if you want fanciness on your bod, pretty cool. Anyway, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, wait, bonus time!
Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
Now, normally we'd have jumped right to the credits there, but I've decided to format this differently, so we are now officially in bonus time. I need like a little flashing sign back here. Bonus time. I don't know. I'm glad you guys are all here. 13 minutes in, we got through 17 stories. We had a lot of fun doing it. I thought the tattoo story was kind of interesting, but maybe that's just me. I only got about a couple things I want to talk about today, so we're not going to go crazy long on bonus time. But we do need to get to the super chats that came in earlier. Thank you very much. And thanks for being here early, guys. I really enjoy watching the early birds chat while I put the show together. It's pretty awesome. We got our good friend Pilgrim Media for $2 saying, how about the Supreme Court, my friend? Well, how about it? Talk about, coming down on something that's, the right side for a change. Something that's fair, full of equal justice and equality. Equality, gotta have. And I think that decision is going to weigh in on so many other parts of our lives. It's also going to influence some of the decisions and the things that are described as hate speech. And this is another decision this week from the Supreme Court that actually deals directly with, what a lot of people want to deem as hate or threats or whatever else. So, language is not violence, and, actual violence is actual violence, and all crimes are hate crimes. So we'll see how we move forward on all of those other things. But I think the Supreme Court, they pulled it together there at the end, and congratulations to them. Oh, and thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Wow. See why I only did $2. Huh.
There you go. And in regards to tattoos, apparently David Glenn has an idea. I think that's a creative idea. I'm not sure I would know anybody to take you up on that, but that's a fun thought process. And Releasing McCracken over on Rumble says, hopefully the Supreme Court decision will eventually destroy the E in DEI. I think it already has. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to change for the better. Shrap 3D has the right idea. I hate everybody equally. Fair enough. I understand. Look, going out and willfully being a turkey, like calling people names that are definitely slurs and things like that. I don't advocate for that, but if you have hate in your heart, I can't stop you, right? So it is what it is. If you want to use your language to make ad hominem, yes, attacks against other people, then there you go. I don't know why I was going elocution safari on that one. That's really weird. Say that word quite often. I should know how to say it. Let's see. We had another super from one of our great friends, my buddy Biggles Mets, for $5. I watched your video on YouTube. Play the whole thing as your thumbnail. The one today about Barbie. Also, please sing the song again. Which song? Which song? You'll have to enlighten me. But man, did you guys catch the show last night? Star Wars Girl came on with Nina and John. They did Infinite Talk over on Nina's channel, and I was there, and so was Miss Martin. And eventually, we had Cecil there, and then Mr. Chris Gore showed up. It was a lot of fun. Good times. We were up really late. Really late. I'm an old guy. But thank you for the $5, my friend. You get this one.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do. So thanks.
Thank you very much, Biggles. I appreciate your super chat. A couple other ones to get to real quick. Mexican Iron Man probably trying to kill me for $4.99 says, new show, Culture Theme Parks live stream where Culture rides the tallest roller coasters. The twist, Culture has no seatbelt or harness. LOL. All right. This one's the least likely to get me killed if I have a good grip strength that day. You're getting warmer. This might be something we could do, Mike. Could happen. Although I'm not really sure I want to be on an inverted coaster doing this. Or anything that does inversions. But maybe. Maybe. Thank you for the super chat, Mikey. Love you, man. Good to see you. And you know what? You get this one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for exposing how much you love Culture Casino.
Yes, thank you for exposing how much you love me, Mikey. I appreciate it. Black Saber for $2 says blue eye drops due to all the bad movies you saw. Oh, buy. Excuse me, blue. Where did I get that? Buy eye drops. Yes, I'm going to need them. I'm going to need them anyway. My eyes are a little tired after last night or this morning or whatever. I'm not sure I got more than 4 hours sleep. I think probably right in that ballpark. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, I don't know. I'm going to look. I have a higher opinion of no hard feelings today than I did when I did my review. So what does that say about it? What does that say about it? I think it says a lot. So yeah, you're going to get the fun one. This is that.
Well, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
There you go. You guys are super fun. Thank you for being here, everybody. We will talk about this. Hey, Culture, did you go to sleep from Nina's show last night? I did. Yeah, I got about 4 hours, I think, to be fair. Weatherman reminds me that sleep is for the weak. Eva Rahman says something I think everybody's thinking. Lots of recent films look uninteresting. They're creatively bankrupt. It's bonkers. Master Sidearms, great to see you, my friend. New show, Super Glue Culture. We have CC do the old super glue construction hat routine. Oh no, that would be painful. And hang from every major building in Greater Dubai for our amusement. Yikes! All right. Oh, super fun. We did do the Mandela effect last night. It was pretty cool. Admiral Teague over on Rumble says, no sleep till Brooklyn. And for those of you on Twitter, yeah, that was my terrible Beastie Boys there. But Vince Womack says, Culture Casino 2.2 John talks in the Mandela Cup. Yeah. I'm like, dude, chick had braces, right? And, you know, I mean, I was able to bring the receipts courtesy of this wonderful person right here, Vince Womack. So we did get a magnanimous gift just a moment ago from my wrench, one of my great wrenches. Darren Hughes gifted 10 Culture Casino memberships. I think somebody wants to see some cheddar.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Darren Hughes. You are awesome, and I love bonus time. By the way, we've got TZ Burton Crossing the streams over on Odysee. Thank you. For those of you watching on Odysee, I am paying attention to the chats everywhere. You guys are great. Thank you for your contributions. I wish I could do something with Twitter. Elon, help me out, please. Come on. Come on. TZ Burton is hitting the upvote cannon over on Odysee, which I agree. Hit that upward vote. Thumbs up, fire, whatever you got. I would appreciate that. Wherever you got, whatever you are. Penny is appreciating the gift membership. Thank you, Penny. There we go. There's 6 saying boner time. That's right. Rate Specialist has joined the chat. And so many others, including Corbin Dallas. Good to see you. Professor ATN since a member chat. Whoa, this is not great. Says wife got injured on Tuesday, missing all the shows. My goodness, my friend. Professor ATN, I hope everything is okay. You know me, I worry about all of you folks. Gets me very concerned, but I hope she's going to recover quickly and well and thoroughly. So keep me informed. We got another magnanimous super chat in the chat here as soon as it pops up on the right side of things for 1337. Where are you from, you sexy thing? That's right. Thank you for that. That was amazing. That's a 1337 super chat. That's elite. It's elite super chat indeed. Wow, you're gonna get you're a gold mine.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
So where are you from, you sexy thing? That's right. I believe in miracles. Love it. Sorry. You guys get me all jazzed up. I love it. Good times. 4 hours sleep. I'm good to go rest of the day. All because of you. Let's see. Oh no, a broken foot. Yikes, my friend. Well, I'm glad you're here. I hope that mends quickly. I hope it mends properly. So yeah. I'm only here to watch the credits. I'm gonna flip that. Oh boy. Then I can't run the credits, 6. I can't run the credits. They didn't render. I tried rendering them yesterday. I left the computer, came back, it had rebooted. I guess it did an update, and I never got a chance because I was on so many live streams yesterday to edit them. I'm sorry, 6. Don't be mad. I love you. Ram Bam 3000. Good to see you guys. Oh, lots of fun. Lots of fun, you guys. Lots of fun. Olaf is here. An amazing mod everywhere. I got to get Olaf to be a mod here. Somebody figure out how to hire that guy. Culture from culture. Floral from under a rock. Hey, buddy. Says, I'm freaking exhausted from life, but love CC. No, man, we love you, dude. You're crushing it. Thank you for all the great commercials and the super chat thanks and everything else that you do, man. It was a great pleasure to congratulate you. Man, I am tired. Congratulate you on your over 1,000 in. You went from 600 to like 1,100 in like a day. So congratulations there. Very well deserved. It has been a long time coming, brother, and I think it's great. You are fantastic. Yeah, Floral is the best character, Adam. I concur. Last Son of K says, I do hope SAG strikes. Yeah, it'll screw over the WGN there for your deal, and so pathetic writers will end up unemployed. I think you're going to have a culling anyway. The culling of the talent pool is something that I agree with. I think Gary at Nerdrotic has said something similar, but I think it isn't unkind to suggest that people in the studios are kind of having a culling or a purge. I think that's probably accurate. Let's see.
Schmilix.
Okay, sorry about that. It's all about me. There you go. I believe in miracles. All right. 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. Drink lots of coffee. Yeah, I could. Someday I'm going to learn how Tom does that. I think it would require me smoking a whole lot. I don't smoke, so. But drink lots of coffee. I don't know, maybe. Huge. That's right. Nick's here, so it's huge. Theliato's in the house. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Q2Cast is in the house. Apple warns UK government of serious privacy risks if online safety bill passes. Video coming next week. Really? All right. Make sure you remind me so I can A, see it, and B, promote it. That's what I keep telling people. I'm like, you got to remind me of stuff. I'm very old. But that's awesome. I'll have to check that out. Bonkers. I'm convinced 6 made it so that they wouldn't render. It did that update. It was like, it's serious. I walk away from the care, come back. It's like, why are we updating Windows? You know, and what's funny is because that video is in 4K, highest resolution, and it's not an easy render. And then I have to render it in 1080p as well. When I run it on the OBS, I can run it in 4K. So you get the best possible resolution. When it runs on StreamYard, it runs, you know, a little bit more muddy. Because of the speed. But anyway, when it renders in 4K, it just takes bloody forever, just like anything else. Like when I do a DIY video, which I need to get back to doing those because I have a lot of footage I haven't edited yet. But those are 4K, and so when you edit those, they take millennia. I mean, literally, I have to go like do something else. So it does take a long time. Yeah, I'm in the doghouse almost always. That sleep deprivation is catching up. You can't speak, Cece. You're correct, Black Saber. But it was so fun. I hope you guys get a chance to check that out. That stream with Nina Infinity, John Talks, myself, Miss Martin, who's the whole reason that I'm doing this live stuff, by the way, because otherwise I wouldn't probably have done it yet. And of course, Chris Gore and Cecil. It was quite the rotating panel last night. It was a really good time. Culture cares more about live streaming than rendering. No, I have a schedule. Did I say that right? My British friends? Schedule rather than schedule, like we say it here in the States. Just curious. Strike, says Sander Hammerschlag. So horror movies at these companies. Yeah, lots of horror films. The Purge, The Culling. Yeah. 11 Alpha has not touched coffee in a while. Wow. Penny says, I need Starbucks. Whoo, yeah. I really, now I'm so used to brewing my own coffee now and like just, tinkering with it. I feel like if I go to a coffee house now, I think they won't be able to get it right. Is that kind of being like a ponce, as the Brits would say? I don't know. Trying to get with everybody's idioms, their slang, trying to figure it all out. John's like, I'm older than you. Saffin reminds me that you get that voice by staring into the abyss of your own failures. Oh, that's mean. Rough. Culture stutters when he's making excuses. Did anybody? I stutter all the time. I stutter constantly. If culture stutters when playing poker, it means he's bluffing. No, it means I'm probably talking. Jeez. Wait a minute. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, the Equal Protections Clause. Yeah, we were just talking about this. Part of the 6 Minute Daily and a little bit of the follow-up afterwards. That ruling is going to change a lot of stuff, right? And then a lot of companies are going to be sued. So any company that's got the DEI garbage and preferential treatment hires, they're boned. Disney's in trouble. Andrew 46 and 2. Yes, you're a pounce. Cognitive Minority says it means you're cultured. Oh, when I say schedule, All right. Very good. I'm a coffee snob. Very true. Hey, Darth Gutierrez is here. What is up? But here's the thing. Yes, I say that all the time, Rob Altus. You know who I'm missing today? Philip M isn't here, and I haven't seen Bamagrad in a while, and I'm concerned. So if you guys see Bamagrad out there in the streams, please say hi from me and tell him I'm missing him. Okay. Yeah. Drinking the old school chock full of nuts dark silk. Wow, that is old school. Old school. I have a fancy. Wait, I have to do Smiley's voice.
Schmilix. Okay. I have a fancy coffee machine, and it's hard to drink instant when you're offered it. But even crappy coffee is still coffee, right?
Well, you're right, Schmilix. Yes. Here's the thing. Culture is stealing Mark Kermode's shtick. Yeah, well, I've been saying that forever. I think since I was born, probably. Now you increase your pretentiousness. You need to spell color as color. Yes. Yeah, I need to add a U to things like favorite. That was the weirdest thing. Like I'm reading favorite going, why is there a U in here? What's happening right now? Very strange. All right. We're going to get to at least one story, guys. Look, I'm a VR guy. I like virtual reality. Some of you may dig it. Some of you may not. I get it. I mean, it's not everybody's jam. And the reason I like it is because it's just that much more immersive. So it also has its own idiosyncrasies. Let's say that. And what happens is a lot of people will get dizzy. A lot of that's because of the frame rate in front of your eyes, or it's incongruous with how your brain's looking at things. It doesn't, like a lot of people, the reason that the thing's running at 30, 60, 120, 240 hertz, the reason that those are done in those numbers, that's why you have a refresh rate that is like that on screens, is because it's most in sync with your eye. It just lines up with the way your brain works and processes information. So when things like that aren't in the right phase with what's going on in your brain, you can be very disoriented. So I mean, a lot of these companies have been out there trying to figure out not that kind of VR 6, but yes, I like VR too. So does the mainstream media apparently. But anyway, so when Apple decided that they were going to come out with their own headset to compete with Meta and everything else, they really kind of went overboard. And one of the problems is they went overboard. And in going overboard, they created a pricey headset that not a lot of people could afford. So there's a survey about consumers saying no thank you to the Pro headset for now. And that all comes down to how expensive it is. And of course, this is from Variety's VIP section, so I'm not going to use the article outright. But it like, for example, when you're playing a game where you're doing an intensive task that you kind of need to visualize, VR is very, very helpful. I mean, when you're working on like a 3D model for something or whatever, you can do an awful lot in the VR space. The biggest problem being for everybody right now is when you get the best and the best that you can possibly get, whether it's an elite elite Vive headset or an Index or any of these other things, you're spending a boatload of money. But nothing's more expensive than the Vision Pro from Apple. It's $3,500. That's like a high-end computer for people. I mean, like a really high-end computer. I mean, that's like that would almost buy my video editing computer. You know, it would buy the editing laptop that I use on the road. So it's a lot of it does require a lot of power, but it's not supplying all that power by itself. But there's a lot to be said for what you can do, of course, beyond games. I mean, games, of course, yeah, you play something like Skyrim in VR, it knocks your socks off, even though, you know, you still have kind of some clunky graphics with it, you know, and some clipping stuff. But it's just far too expensive. And you actually have developers that are shying away from it early on because it's so expensive to do. Then you're going to have a limited market for whatever it is you're trying to sell. And, you know, this is a wonderful observation from the Mad Capper. Apple overcharges for all of its products. Look at MacBooks. I agree. And you're talking to a guy who used to do things strictly on Apple Macs. I used to have, the biggest MacBook 17 Air Pro thing, Pro Air, whatever. No, the Pro, not the. I do have the Air, but I had the Pro, and I mean, I was, editing on. I used that to edit in Final Cut Pro Studio. That was the machine that was doing all that crunching way back in the day. Just because they were so well built, and because they used to have RISC architecture instead of the Intel stuff, which they had for quite some time now. They were much better machines, and they lasted longer, lower heat generation, et cetera, et cetera. Skyrim in VR with AI NPCs sounds like a hoot. It's a trip. It really is. Yeah. Madcapper's like, my $1,100 PC was better than my $3,000 MacBook, and that's just unfortunately the case. I mean, it's incredibly frustrating. And when you look at the survey numbers, and this again, I'm going to bring up this thing. We can't use the whole article because I think that's a little bit not great to do that when this is actually not out there to everybody. But when you see this here, 73% of people are not interested in purchasing this in 2024. You got 7% that are somewhat interested and 3% that are extremely interested. You have 3% of the people that are solicited this that are somewhat interested in this. It's just too expensive. Q2 Cast TV says price is high, but the tech has caught the attention of the prawn industry. Yeah. I just don't. I mean, sure, if that's your jam, I get it, but I don't know. To me, it's not feasible. I'd rather use a Vive or something else that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg to do any of that spatial computing. Pepina. Oh, I hope I said that correctly. Somehow dodged all the Apple scams. Lucky me. Well done. But I mean, the major objection to these, of course, is the price. It really is. And a lot of people don't hold Apple in high regard, like Sander Hammerslag here. Yeah, the PowerPC Macs were fantastic. And a lot of people use them to do a lot of video editing, and I'm, I get it. I'm down with it. But their graphical processing is best. It's built on a Linux shell, right? Or Unix shell, I should say. And it's, if you know how to drill down a few layers, you can use it like a very, very, very powerful Linux box. I'm just not sold on what they do. Over on the Odysee side, TZ Burton says, "How is Anna still? Is she still drunk?" I have no idea, but he's firing the meme cannon at me. Rumble, we've got good morning, sober culture, says Lord Shax. Yeah, that's true. Admiral Teague says Apple's a cult. Let's see. Release the McCracken says, for that price, it should come with a feel around, if you know what I mean. Well, yeah. Well, and that's the thing, right? A lot of the folks in the adult industry are going to try to provide content for this. And again, I'm sure you can utilize it for those purposes, but I'm just like, it's just not ready for prime time because it's too expensive. That's no longer a consumer product if you ice out all of your consumers. I mean, am I wrong? Do I have the wrong take here? I don't know. I have a couple of VR headsets and Vader Immortal Episode 3. Yeah, the HL Alix, if you can plug it into the PC. Look, the Steam Index is probably the one that I think is going to be the best bang for the buck if you have a port on your video card ready to take it. So there's that. We got another super chat from our good friend, A Tipping Barn, for $4.99 saying, ask Gore about the voice. He sends like Popeye with a 3 carton a week habit. Well, I don't know about that. Chris actually sounded pretty good last night. He'd had a little bit to drink, as did all of us on that stream last night over on Nita's channel. Nina's editing that stream. It'll get posted back up. There were some things that were maybe said that maybe needed to be cut out. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure a lot of things were clipped, but there's that. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, you get a super chat. Thank you. I'm going to play the $3 one because I never get to do it. But thank you, a tipping bird. I appreciate it.
You get to give money to a organization that sends food to children in other countries. You could have given $3 to a bum on the street. But instead you decided to give $3 to the guy that looks like a bum. Thank you for your generosity.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Of course, Six asks a question unrelated to what we're talking about, saying, where's my wedding ring? I have always ended up in some way having the ring destroyed. Any ring that I've ever had. One of them was an interesting forklift accident that literally bent the ring flat, saving my finger. Interesting conversations. So there you are. Culture did Vegas stuff. Well, there you go. Yeah, no defrag or automatic updates here. Yep, Linux. There you go. Yeah, Apple has almost always been built on being too pricey and using hype for sales. It might work this time, but I wouldn't bet on it. I don't see it. I don't see a market for those headsets. There's too little available for them. And I mean, if they can exist on the existing stuff that Steam has to offer, maybe, but as with all things, and trust me, with Google's HoloLens or whatever it was called, my experience with a lot of that first person in tech has never been a good one. Early adopter tech, whatever you want to call it. It's just there's not a market there. And right now, people are trying to decide if they want to eat or pay rent. Darius Munchausen sends me a $4 super sticker, which is a cup of coffee, which obviously I need. I'm going to have to do a refill here. We get done with bonus time. And thank you so much for that super sticker, my friend. Yeah, here. You rock.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really all I got. Thanks for your being kind and supporting the channel.
Yeah. Nina pees like a racehorse. I wouldn't know, Kane, but thanks for being here. Yeah, when you only have 3% interested, probably a similar percentage to regular people can actually afford that comfortably. I don't think anybody can afford it comfortably. I mean, there's a handful of people. Pepina says, I can't decide between a PS5 and with a VR2 or an Index for the PC. Hard to say. I mean, do you prefer consoles or do you prefer the pure power of a PC? If you have a powerful enough PC with a good graphics card, I enjoy playing Cyberpunk 2077 more on the PC than I do on the console. In fact, I would say that about almost all my games, because you can always use a controller on a PC, and I often do. You can ask questions about all kinds of stuff, Six. I wasn't being critical. I'm always in trouble with Six. Are you on HCast a bit later? Asked James Woolard. Yes, I will be, James. I will be there. I'll be there. And then I'm going to make a short appearance on WDW Pros, the Pro Show, before I head over to see Indiana Jones and the Dial of Disappointment. It's going to be a good time. Logic's Finest says, I understand the hate from some, but professional video editing and animation is Apple. Oh, I'm with you. I mean, like you said, sitting next to me is or in one of the drawers in the desk here is a 17-inch Pro and an AirBook 2 or whatever they're called, Apple Air 2. And yeah, I've got a lot of Apple devices that I've held on to that are still useful. I've got a mini Mac. I've got about 3 or 4 iMacs. The problem is that well, they're old now, but they're just incredibly expensive. Yeah, and this is a good statement here by Koyoki Aihara. VR is already a niche market as is, and I mean, they will get the rich people who care about it, but then the normal people who are interested will just get a cheaper option. I think that's likely to happen, but it's not. You're not going to get that high end stuff for a while. We'll see. Tyler Rude putting it plainly. In today's world, the 1.0 version of pretty much everything sucks indeed, including games, software. My goodness. What else is happening here? Ah, Mr. Ticketrunk's here. Mods on the PC platform also extend the lifespan of a lot of games. This is true. It's the reason Skyrim and a lot of other things are, continue to be used. I agree with you. In fact, I would argue that the mods in games or mods for games, especially things by Bethesda, are the whole reason that they're even successful at all. Because let's be fair, Bethesda just really undercooks whatever they do. Oh, look at this. Last Son of K says Fleabag Jones and the holy appendage of feminist matriarchy. Very good. Very good indeed. I actually had a thing to say about something else, but we'll see. Yeah, virtual reality Office is dead on arrival. Nobody reasonable wants that. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. Yeah, the Quest does come in handy. The biggest problem is you're handing over a lot of information to Facebook. Facebook already misuses your information. So very careful with stuff like that. Personally wouldn't buy a VR set, but each his own. Again, I get the hate, but I don't need root level access to the OS. Plug and play beats PC. Plug and play beats PC every time for me. I own all the different types of devices. I don't have any great hate for any of them. They all have their strengths and weaknesses, and yeah. Mutant Bamhammer. So how about the Supreme Court, guys? We talked about that, and I agree with everybody. I mean, it is a game changer. And they've made a couple of 3 rulings this week that, also are game changers, especially the one where, threats, words are not violence. Violence is violence. It's going to be interesting. We've got Q2 Cast TV saying a new episode of Futurama coming this month. I saw that. Knocking on the Corona and Crypto. Whoa. We'll see. We'll see how that lands. We'll see what it is. That sounds interesting. The Tweaky Kid. Beady, beady, beady. What's up, Buck? You're live after last night's stream with Nina and Critical Star Wars Girl. Yeah. Ooh, drunk Critical Star Wars Girl. She was great last night. I just hope she's okay today. I'm sure she's fine. What did Smilex ask? The Supreme Court irate specialist ruled against affirmative action. So I covered it in the 6-Minute Daily, a little bit of conversation as we began bonus time today. But it falls under equal protections under the law was what their decision was based on. It was a 6-3 decision, which means that it's a pretty firm majority. Oh, and beady, beady, beady. To you, sir. You bet. I love that show. Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers. That's right. What's up, Christopher Dominguez? Good to see you. Leslie Headland, Kathleen Kennedy, and Phoebe Wall. or bridge to remake the good, the bad, and the ugly, the wood, the sad, and the fugly. My goodness, Kane, I love it. That's funny. Oh, wow. Every time Culture mentions that stream last night, everyone take a drink. Wow, you guys be trashed. A little early in the day. Ram Bam 3000 says bold move for the Supreme Court. And what do they want? What do they want? But that our boy. Oh, what do you want to bet that our boy Clarence Thomas ruled against? I doubt it. With that kind of number, we know who the three dissenting voices were. And this is true. Affirmative action is actually systemic racism. It is. Yeah, Aaron Gray, amazing. In fact, that's one of the things I'm thankful for. Bamagrad got me a signed image of Aaron Gray. Aaron Gray is one of the most amazing actresses. Seriously. You're right, Christopher Dominguez. I should bring Nina, John, Anna, and Cecil to one of my late night streams. It would be off the hook. Pepina says, I need to see this stream. So much hype. Yeah, it's being edited right now, I would imagine. Or whenever Nina wakes up. It was a late night. It was like, it had to have been like 4 a.m. for Nina. The sun must have been coming up. Elizabeth Young, thank you for being here. I hope you all have a good day. And as a matter of fact, don't get murdered. That's right. Corey says that every time, and he's 100% right. Tonight, everybody, we'll be talking about Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny on the Thursday night throwdown. I will be seeing the film today. I will be doing my own individual review, which will probably premiere sometime tomorrow. I want to record that as quickly as possible after the film, so I'm not late for tonight's show on Comics Division's channel. Based on everything that I've been told and all the clips I've seen, I'm kind of worried. So there you are. On that note, we need to wrap it up because, yeah, I got a lot of things to catch up on. But I appreciate all the support, all the wonderful super chats, all of you being here, 106 of you on that I can see, everybody over at Twitter, Rumble, and of course, Odysee. It's fantastic. That's pretty much it. I'm going to run the credits. I'm going to get yelled at by 6. It'll be fine. The Mad Doctor is here right at the end, and so is Tim Talk. Great to see you guys. Irate Specialist ordered the mic. Oh, well, excellent. Keep up, Irate. Keep it up. Pursue the thing that you love, Irate Specialist. That's what you do. Always stick with the things you love. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until next time, credits. All right. These are the credits. These are all the wonderful people that make things go. I will have them rendered here soon, so 6 doesn't yell at me. We've got, wow, we've got so many things going on today. The H-Cast is coming up in approximately an hour and a half. So do check out Mr. H Reviews channel for the live stream. It's a wonderful podcast. Lots of wonderful voices on there. Great people I know you'll enjoy, including myself. So I would know. Just kidding. And then, of course, wow. You got the Pro Show later, which I'll be on for a little while. Then, of course, Comics Division's Thursday Night Throwdown. And that's always entertaining. Lots of wonderful people. Be sure to have a wonderful day, everybody. And don't get murdered. See ya!